Welcome back, guys. At first I was planning on making a Primo Gem count video today, which I still might, but so much has been changing and happening with 5.8 and the Nod Krai banners, so I thought an update video would be appropriate. See, as of recently, INEFFA got buffed. This makes sense since not many people showed interest in pulling for her. There were polls recently, and Hoyoverse definitely saw the lack of interest. As for the Nod Krai banners, we've got plenty of new beta changes, including a new male Electro DPS, boss changes, more rewards, and even gameplay and role information about Alice. We now have a really solid look of 6.0 to around 6.4 and its roadmap. Let's just get into INEFFA's buff, considering I just made a video about her. Her third passive assemblage hub now says, when a party member triggers an electrocharged reaction, it will be converted into the lunar charged reaction, with every 100 attack that has increasing lunar charged base damage by 0.7%, up to a maximum of 14%. Further blessings may follow the new moon's rise. Now here's another thing that may surprise you. Older characters are getting buffs. Yes, seriously. Older characters and artifacts are getting updates to make INEFFA stronger. Neuvillete's passive now includes lunar charged scaling in his passive. The Thundering Fury set also now includes lunar charged. This is an entire update to Genshin's system. The new free event weapon even includes lunar charged. Now you all knew I wanted a Hydro Claymore user finally, but it seems this will be the best free-to-play weapon for the new male Electro character. This weapon boosts lunar charged and has a substat of elemental mastery. This is a weapon that clearly tailors to the new lunar charge reaction, but it is also good on characters like Beidou or Kaveh. This free weapon is looking really good and may be good for the new Electro DPS. This might be a Kinich situation literally exactly. In 5.8 Genshin releases a new polearm character that buffs one reaction in particular. Then they release a Claymore character of that same element that works with it. So this may mean that INEFFA will be a decently niche character. My only issue with that is that this isn't some old reaction. This is a whole new reaction that I believe will be important in Nod Krai, so she might not be as niche as Emily. As for the Electro DPS, INEFFA is definitely going to be her best support, but very similar to Kinich, she is not necessary. Now according to new leaks, the 4-star characters on INEFFA's banner are going to be Beidou, Kirara, and Ororon. This makes sense considering Beidou works with the new weapon, Ororon works with electric charges, and it's just been a while since we saw Kirara. We now know that Sumeru Chronicle banner will not be coming in 5.8 but rather 6.1 with Nahida. If you know, previously I expected a Nahida rerun in 5.8 and the Sumeru Chronicle banner, but it turns out I was wrong. Now in 6.0 we'll be getting the new Electro DPS along with a rerun of Furina. In 6.1 we'll be getting a Pyro Vaporized support character. All I'm hearing is a new support for Neuvillete, and hopefully will be part of his best team. In version 6.2 we'll be getting a new Geo DPS who may be even better than Nivea and Zhongli reruns in the second half. She is speculated to be a female character and focus on crystallizing primarily. 6.3 is quite the big deal because of the release of the highly awaited Columbina alongside a new Dendro character who will buff Bloom teams. She is speculated to be a Claymore and a medium model unit. This makes sense because Columbina is now speculated to be Hydro and she may work well in Bloom teams. That combined with a Sumeru and Nahida rerun, it's looking like we might get a solid revival of Dendro. Which honestly, we need since it's fallen off the meta considerably since its release. Personally, I expect Columbina to be a heavily meta character, not just because it's the main push for Hoyoverse in the Nod Krai region since there's no Archon, but also because canonically she has the power comparable to gods. Meaning she'll be as strong as any of the Archons. The second half of 6.3 will bring a Mavuka rerun along with the Lantern Rite event, which will include a Neuvillete skin. This will of course be locked behind a paywall, but I'm excited to see how it looks. 6.4 is expected to be filler, and this makes sense considering just how much we got in 6.3. Then in 6.5 we will be getting VARKA, who, if you know, he's the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius and trained by Jean. He led an expedition out of Mondstadt followed by most of the forces. He is expected to be an Anemo main DPS, which honestly is risky. I hope we finally get a really strong Anemo character that actually focuses on Anemo. We had Chaska, but really she just uses other elements to do her damage, so I hope we get a really strong Anemo DPS since we haven't had one since Wanderer. In 6.6 we'll get Nicole, who will be the second largest push other than Columbina. If you know anything about Nicole, you know she's very mysterious. She's part of the Hexenzirkel, a coven of witches that includes Alice. She's also a known descender much like the Traveler. The release of her could be massive to Genshin and its lore, and there's a clear focus on Mondstadt in later patches. She's rumored to be a cryo supporter as well. In 6.7 we'll be getting Alice, which really it's about time. This is a really strong lineup and these characters have been long awaited. Not only that, but I feel Nod Krai will be great for lore players and I can't wait to see more, especially about Columbina. With Alice's release on 6.7, we'll also get massive lore drops that can go into forbidden knowledge, her backstory, or Celestia. That's really all for now, and let me know which character you're most excited for. See you next time and thanks for watching.